if we act in unity, the solution is also there.
It is possible for all of us to act together.
Private and public debt has reached new heights. Today, in most low-income countries, the headaches of government is not to think about development, but to think about how we can manage debt. All our efforts to manage debt instead of focusing on development. As if dealing with all these crises were not difficult enough, we also faced devastating climate effect. These all challenges are looking for huge amount of resources. Despite an elevated financial need, African countries are facing an unprecedented funding squeeze, which has aggravated the existing vulnerabilities. In my opinion, if we fix this problem in a place where we can find it in bigger magnitude, if we succeed in Africa, it will help us all to bend the arc of development history, because challenges are the largest in Africa and the needs are the most urgent. In a place where challenges are large and needs are urgent, fixing the problem, it might help us to correct our course and to handle similar challenges in different parts of the world. Accordingly, our goal should be to safeguard macro stability, to support low-income countries, also to sustain future prosperity. So as to address this challenge, we need a robust and predictable financial safety net. Without resource, there is no way that we can address this challenge. If we use as entry point financial resources, MDBs must be at the center of this game. They are the main player of this game. So if they are going to play a great role on addressing this challenge, I think we should make reform on these financial institutions, at least in the following areas. Firstly, implement past plays. We have to walk the talk. There are lots of plays here and there, but delivery is not as the promises. So we should keep past plays in climate financing, SDR, also on injecting additional capitals for financial agencies so as to provide enough amount of resources for low-income countries. Secondly, boost concessional financing and grant. Without getting enough amount of concessional financing and grant, today's interconnected challenges is not addressed in a way that we're doing business today. It requires huge concessional financing, also grant. That is the only way that we minimize additional crises, also focus on our objectives of development. Thirdly, we have to finance green future. I don't know what others are doing. In Ethiopia, we're financing on low carbon pathway 98% of our energy sources from green source. We're investing on hydro, we're investing on wind, we're investing on geothermal, we're investing on solar energies. Beside this investment on clean energy, we have also an initiative called Green Legacy. We have started this initiative before a few years, 2019, The initiative will continue till 2026. Till last year, from 2019 till 2022, we have planted 25 billion seedlings. You can produce, but you cannot fix the market. Beside these challenges, there are other crises which is aggravating this problem. War, local within, also other countries. Displacement, local from neighboring countries. Climate change. These all interconnected challenges are demanding to get huge amount of concessional financing and grant. In my opinion, all of my colleagues were properly sharing their thoughts on this critical agenda. The problem is there, but if we act in unity, the solution is also there. There is also opportunities. Let's act synergistically, let's act today, and we can fix this problem, and then the next generation will have a better world.
I bring you greetings from Kenya, the land of the greatest marathoners, from the youngest continent in the globe. It is wonderful to see you, so many people from around the world, in one of the most historic cities, under the magnificent Eiffel Tower. The joy and happiness exuded by all of us here, I wish it could be shared around the world. The people of Kenya, Africa, and many parts of the world live in the reality of the new normal. The climate crisis is getting worse every year, with millions losing their lives and livelihoods to drought, flash floods, heat waves, cyclones, and wildfires. Luckily, the solutions to make a difference are in our hands. And when I see you, I see the future, and I see the solution to the challenges that exist in our globe. We have the necessary technology. We have the necessary finances today, and it is possible for all of us to act together to course correct. What has gone wrong, we have it in our power to get it right. It requires solidarity. It requires fairness. It requires equity. And when I see you, I see that great future of immense possibilities. Africa has the greatest potential for renewable energy, from solar, from wind, from hydro, from geothermal. Kenya is already leading the way with 92% of our grid being green. At this global citizen event, we call for a global financial system that is fit for purpose. One that does not pit the West against the East, or the North against the South, or emitters against those who don't emit, or the developing against the developed. We want one that is fair, a financial system that is fair, that is transparent, and it is not too much to ask for a fair system. A financial system that does not advantage emitters and disadvantage low-income countries. A financial system that supports a climate-positive growth and a green industrial growth powered by renewable resources to help us all decarbonize. It should also provide Africa and the global South with affordable finance that can help us all attain a goal of low carbon and resilient world and attain the Paris Agreement of net zero by 2050. This is ultimately about our people, about us all, and our health is the human face of climate change. Our next frontier is building climate and pandemic resilient health systems, resilient economic development. Together, we can build a better future for people and planet. I love you guys. Thank you very much. See you in Nairobi in September. We will expect you in Nairobi on the 4th and 6th in September for the Africa Climate Summit, where finally we will have the final discourse on a new financial system and on a green, resilient growth.